Growing up, I grew up around horses, so I showed and competed in rodeo and was a junior Miss Rodeo when I was 12. And then I played softball and basketball and volleyball in high school. There was always kind of a running joke with my family that my dad would never invest in new equipment because I'd play a sport, I'd usually get pretty good, and then I'd be ready to move on to the next one. And he's like, until you find one that you're really committed to, you know, we're gonna keep buying used gear until you decide that you find one that you really like. So I'm a transfer. I transferred last January. I started playing volleyball my sophomore year of high school. And once I started, that was it. That was the one thing I loved. I played 2 years of club and wanted to play in college. So going into my senior year, I was already behind the 8 ball. You know, most girls at this level are committed by that point. In my last senior tournament in Vegas, I got a call, and it was to a Division II school on the East Coast in Long Island, and it was a full scholarship to Dowling College, small Division II private school, and it was a dream come true. So I said, why not? It just got to the point though that the culture just wasn't for me, and I had family friends over there, but I wasn't happy. So we put together a YouTube video of my play at Dowling and started calling and sending off emails, and had coaches helping me and just saying, hey, does anybody need a back row player? Because I've got one. And Texas was interested once they saw my video, and I had to get into Texas on my own. So once I got accepted into the school, I gave them a call and said, hey, I got in, and I'd love to come play if you still have me. And they said, yeah, we'd love to, and now I'm here.
And Webster, good dig by Futch once again. Nobody knows one another better than your teammates. So Megan Futch along with Kat Brooks in perfect position.
It's been a really crazy journey, but I'm so blessed to be here. And I mean, people ask me all the time, you know, would you want it any other way, you know? Because most of the girls I'm around, even when I was in my old school, you know, they've played volleyball their whole lives, most of them. And, you know, I came in halfway through the year on my own and kind of had to find my way and meet new people. But I'm so lucky to have such a great support system around me. I mean, Texas in general, staff included, even in your classrooms, the people that you meet outside of sports were really helpful. You always had that little doubt, like, is this really gonna happen? But it just always seemed like this fluid motion throughout the entire season. You know, as games went on, whether we won or lost, it was like this steady pace, like to win the race, basically. You know, and you get to the end, and I mean, the Michigan game was so tight, and it was a crazy game, but the coaches say all the time, like, we never lost faith that this was possible with this group of girls. Everything off the court of volleyball never influenced our team or affected it in a way that we weren't going to be able to compete at our highest potential. And that was something so special about this team that I'd never experienced before.